welcome. Now we are with a new case of conditional probability as well as revised or inverse probability or say Bayes theorem. The problem with us is in a factory 4000 units of an item are produced. That is actually the information which we are not going to consider because in this type of calculations we don't need the exact quantity of production. There are three machines A, B and C in the factory. B and C produce equal number of items while A produces double items than B. B and C produce equal number of items. That means production of B equals to production of C in terms of quantity or number of units. While A produces double items than B, that means production of A is 2 times of production of B. That means if we assume that production of B is 1 unit, then production of C should also be 1 unit because production of B and C are equal. While production of A is twice of production of B, that means production of A must be 2 units when B and C respectively produce only 1 unit, and that means we can make a general conclusion about the ratio of production of the three machines A, B and C that it is 2:1:1. The proportion of defective items produced by A, B and C are 2%, 1% and 3% respectively. This is key information. To recognize this information in its correct reference is the soul or essence of the solution of this problem. An item is selected at random from the total production and is found defective. Find the probability that it comes from machine A or machine B or machine C. That means we need to find again the probability of machine A, machine B, machine C. Because on the basis of this production we can arrive at the probability that any item selected at random is produced by machine A or B or C. On the basis of this information we can find the probability. But now from a collection of production of machines A, B and C, if an item is selected at random and it is found to be defective, then what is the probability that machine A produced it or B produced it or C produced it? That means we need to find the revised probability of the item produced by A or B or C if we come to know that the item is defective. That means after knowledge about the quality of the item, we want to know that what is the probability that that item is manufactured by A or B or C. So we have to revise the probability of production by A or by B or by C. That's why this concept is known as revision of probability or to calculate revised probability. In India or in some Asian countries it is also known as inverse probability on the basis of happening or non-happening of particular event, that is defective in this case, the item being defective. We again need to find the probability of the cause. That means the essence of the whole discussion is if a particular event is possible due to 2 or more causes and we know about happening or non-happening of the particular event, and now we want to know that because of which reason out of 2 or more the event has happened. Here manufacturing a defective unit, there are 3 causes, machine A, machine B or machine C. If we know that particular item is defective, that means the event of any item being defective has happened. Now we want to know that if we, after getting the knowledge, what is the probability of that particular item manufactured by A or B or C. I know it is somewhat complex or say complicated, but I am going to try my level best to simplify the solution of this problem. Now, at the time of reading the problem, we came across the information and simplified that production of B equals to production C, production of A equals to 2 times of production B. That's why if we assume that the production of B is 1 unit, production of C also 1 unit, and production of A comes to 2 units, so the ratio of production quantity of 3 machines comes to 2:1:1. On the basis of that, we can now find this is something like the odds. We had already discussed the topic of odds in earlier problems. P of A, that means P of A1, production by machine A is 2/4, that is 1/2, or more precisely 0.5. Similarly, P of A2, that means production by machine B is 1/4, that is 0.25. And similarly, production of machine C, that is P of A3, is also 1/4, that is 0.25. And since there are only 3 machines and an item can be manufactured on one machine only, that means these 3 are mutually exclusive and exhaustive cases. No 4th machine is there. That's why they are exhaustive events. Now, what about P of B? P of B cannot be found directly. First of all, the information is the proportion of defective items produced by A, B and C are 2%, 1% and 3% respectively. What are these percentages? These percentages are, say, of defective production by particular machine. 2% of production is, of machine A is defective. 1% of production of machine B is defective. 3% of production of machine C is defective. That means these are actually conditional probabilities of any item being defective. The probability of an item being defective if manufactured by machine A is 2%. The probability of an item being defective if manufactured by machine A is 2%. That is point. I am very sorry, I should not make this mistake, but because of hurry. P of B given A2, the interpretation is probability of an item being defective if manufactured by machine B. That is given to be 1%, 0.01. That means on an average, one item out of 100 manufactured by B is defective. 2% means on an average, 2 items out of 100 items manufactured by A can be expected defective. These are actually long-term averages. P of B given A3, that is probability of an item being defective if manufactured by machine C, that is given to be 3%, 0.03, 3/100. That means on an average, 3 items out of 100 manufactured by machine C can be expected as defective. Now, the information says that an item is selected at random from the total production and it is found to be defective. Find the probability that it comes from machine A or machine B or machine C. So this is typical case of inverse probability or revised probability or Bayes theorem. We are going to solve this problem through a tabular approach we are going to use. When the probability are directly or directly known, all these 6 probabilities in case of these 3 types of causes, or there are 3 types of causes, or say 3 machines or 2 machines or 3 factories or 2 factories. And if all the probabilities are readily or directly or indirectly available from the problem, then only I advise you to use the tabular approach. When the sums of balls and flowers to be selected from box etc. are there and we want or we need to calculate inverse or revised probabilities, I never advise to use the tabular approach. Subject to the condition that first of all you calculate all the required probabilities and then only you can prepare the table. Now it is upon you which approach to be used to solve the particular type of problem, but in this case we are going to use the tabular approach. We have 3 causes. They are machines. Probability of machine or probability of production by machine. That is P of AI. Then conditional probability. This order is to be maintained every time. The columns should be in this order only. Conditional probability of an item being defective. That is P of B given AI. I means 1 or 2 or 3 according to the information. If we multiply these two, we can have the joint probability of machine or production by machine and defective item. That is P of AI intersection B. We know the concept of conditional probability. The formula of conditional probability of B subject to happening of AI is P of AI intersection B upon P of AI. We know these two probabilities. So, by using the general law of multiplication, we can find out the probability of, rather joint probability of machine and defective item. So, in this case, we directly use the general law of multiplication of probabilities. And at the last, revised or inverse probabilities of machines if the item selected is defective. That is probability of AI given B. Full-fledged table showing full-fledged calculation of all the probabilities. Now what? You can write only the signs also in say as the titles of various columns in this table, but I suggest to write all these information to understand the solution at any time when you refer to the table. Now there are three machines A. The probability of production of machine A is P of A1, that is 0.5, now we know that. Probability of B given A1 is 0.02. Now we have to multiply these two. 0.5 multiplied by 0.02, that comes to 0.01. Now second is machine B. We assign the sign A2. P of A2 is, now we know that 0.25, 1/4 of production. P of B given A2, 1% items of B are defective, 0.01. 0.25 into 0.01 is 0.0025. To match all the numbers, we write them properly. Machine C, the sign is A3. P of A3 is also 1/4 or 0.25. Production of C, rather 3% production of C is defective. If we add all these three, we can have P of B. The general interpretation can be, if the total production of 10,000 units of the entire factory is taken in this ratio 2:1:1, we can expect that on an average 200 items can be defective. We can expect 200 items out of 10,000 as defective if the total production of 10,000 is in this ratio by 3 machines. So this is marginal probability of an item being defective. That is P of B, because B is an item being defective. Now the revised probability of A, B and C, if we come to know that the item is defective, that is nothing ratio of joint probability and marginal probability. And by formula we also know that A1 given B is P of, this is P of A1 intersection B, this is P of A2 intersection B, this is P of A3 intersection B. So it will be 0.100 divided by 0.0200, that is 0.5. Here it can be A2 given B 0.025. You can think that out of 200 total number of defective items, we can expect 100 manufactured by A, 25 manufactured by B, and 75 manufactured by C. Okay, now what? It is 1 by 4 or 0.25. Am I making any mistake? It comes to 1 by 8. I am very sorry. Yes. I should write the fraction because I am habituated to write the fractions. 1 by 8, that is 0.125. And P of A3 given B, that is probability of an item manufactured by machine C. If it is defective, that is 0.075 divided by 0.0200. That is 3 by 8, that is 0.375. So, if the items are manufactured in the ratio of 2:1:1 and the ratio of, rather percentages of defective are respectively 2%, 1% and 3%, then the general probability of any item to be defective is 0.02. And if we come to know that an item selected at random is defective, the probability that it has been manufactured by machine A is 0.5, machine B is 0.125, machine C is 0.375. In real life, this probability can be used to determine the responsibility of particular machine or particular division or particular department. Because many a time students ask that, what is the utility of all these concepts and all these calculations in real life? It is upon us how to use our understanding in the real life. That's all. Thank you very much.